Like, I ain't gonna lie, like, I seen him in person. I'm like, damn, dog. Big alligator, man. You gotta get him out that water, bro. He over there eating up everything.
But see, the thing is, we can't have healthy conversation because the first thing they say, you trying to fat shame the man. The man is undisciplined. Fat kids become fat adults. Oh, give him some time to figure it out. You said that when he was 20. You said it when he was 21. You said it when he was 22. You said it when he was 23. Now he's 24. What excuses are you going to make for him now? I don't care anything about nothing off the field. I could care less about that. I'm talking about his weight, him being undisciplined, and he's staying hurt. Oh, but when he plays, but when is that? He's missed 211 of a possible 401 games. That's crazy.
And he got the Mac.
Zion Williamson was born in Salisbury, North Carolina, and let me tell you, this dude was destined for greatness. By the time he was in high school, Zion was already out here looking like a grown man playing against kids. Like, have you seen his high school highlights? My guy was throwing down windmill dunks, blocking shots into the fifth row, and just straight up embarrassing everybody who stepped on the court with him. He went viral before going viral was even a thing. Everyone and their grandma was sharing Zion mixtapes. He was basically a human highlight reel. And it wasn't just the dunks. Zion had the handles, the speed, and the power. It was like someone took LeBron's athleticism, Charles Barkley's strength, and added a little sprinkle of swagger on top. Then came Duke. Oh man, Zion at Duke was a movie. This dude was an absolute monster in college. He was putting up 22 points and 9 rebounds a game, shooting like 68% from the field, and doing stuff we've literally never seen before. Remember that game against Virginia, where he blocked that three-pointer into another dimension? Like, what even was that? Zion was so good, people were saying he could have gone straight to the NBA after high school and still been a top pick. But of course, there was one scary moment, when his shoe exploded during a game against UNC. Yeah, Nike had to be sweating after that one, but Zion bounced back like a champ. In 2019, it was no surprise when Zion went #1 overall to the New Orleans Pelicans. The hype was real. People were saying he was the next face of the NBA, the second coming of LeBron, the savior of New Orleans basketball. But then, things got complicated. Here's the thing about Zion, when he's on the court, he's a beast. But staying on the court? That's been the problem. Zion missed the first half of his rookie season because of a knee injury, and when he finally played, oh man, he didn't disappoint. He was dropping 20 points a night like it was nothing, bullying grown men in the paint, and showing us exactly why he was the #1 pick. But fast forward a few years, and the injuries just keep piling up. In his second season, he looked unstoppable, averaging 27 points, 7 rebounds, and shooting over 60% from the field. He even became an all-star at just 20 years old, but then, boom, a foot injury wiped out his entire 2021-22 season. And let's be real, the "is Zion too big for his body" debate started heating up. Now let's talk about how things have gone recently. Last season, Zion came back and looked like the MVP candidate we all knew he could be. I mean, he was out here dropping 40-point games, throwing down insane dunks, and leading the Pelicans to the top of the Western Conference standings. For a minute, it really felt like New Orleans was about to make some serious noise in the playoffs. But then, you guessed it, in another injury, Zion hurt his hamstring in January 2023 and hasn't been the same since. He missed the second half of the season and the playoffs. And this year, it's been a mess. Let's talk about this season and all the drama. First off, Zion's health is still a question mark. He's playing, but not at the level we're used to. And then there's the off-court stuff. Over the summer, Zion was making headlines for all the wrong reasons. Social media drama, messy relationships. It was all a distraction. And you know, people started questioning his commitment to the game. The 2024 season has been a tumultuous one for Zion Williamson and the New Orleans Pelicans, marked by a mix of on-court struggles, ongoing injury concerns, and off-court drama. Zion, once heralded as the cornerstone of the franchise, continues to face questions about his health and availability. While he's managed to stay on the court more consistently than in previous seasons, his production has been inconsistent, and his explosiveness, once his defining trait, hasn't fully returned. The lingering effects of past injuries, combined with concerns about his conditioning, have led to frustration among fans and analysts who expected Zion to be a dominant force by now. Additionally, reports suggest that Zion's leadership and long-term commitment to the Pelicans have come into question. He's publicly expressed frustration with the team's performance, and there's been speculation about whether he's fully bought into the organization's vision. Off the court, Zion's reputation has taken further hits due to controversies and distractions stemming from his personal life. Over the summer, social media controversies surrounding his relationships dominated headlines, which many viewed as unnecessary distractions for a player trying to solidify his place as a franchise leader. Meanwhile, the Pelicans as a whole have struggled to find consistency, with injuries to key players like Brandon Ingram and uncertainty about the team's identity. Despite having a talented roster, the Pelicans have fallen short of expectations, being at the bottom of the Western Conference standings. There's mounting pressure on the organization to make changes, and Zion's name has even been floated in trade rumors as the team considers whether building around him is still the best path forward. Altogether, the 2024 season has highlighted a growing rift between Zion, the Pelicans, and their shared expectations for success, leaving the future of their partnership in doubt. And Zion, he's been criticized for not stepping up as a leader. People are even starting to wonder if the Pelicans should trade him. Trade Zion? Like what? Look, here's the deal. Zion Williamson is one of the most talented players we've ever seen. When he's healthy, he's unstoppable. But the big question is, can he stay healthy? And does he even want to be in New Orleans long term? Because let's face it, the vibes with the Pelicans right now aren't great. Zion has hinted at frustration, and the team hasn't exactly been killing it. So what's next for Zion? Will he finally stay healthy and live up to his full potential? Or will injuries and off-court drama keep holding him back? One thing's for sure, this dude's story is far from over. Whether it's with the Pelicans or somewhere else, Zion's got the potential to change the league. But time's ticking, man, the clock is ticking.